Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be doing a quick discussion on what really is Christ consciousness. But before we get into today's message, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, crystals, guided meditations, decks, etc., the link to my Etsy is down below. So today's video is going to just be my voice, so you can go ahead and pop some headphones in or listen to this while you're doing something else. There will be nothing you have to look on the screen for. So let's get into it. So before we get into talking about what really Christ consciousness is, there's a few important points that I need to make. One of the first things I've always wondered when I first heard about Christ consciousness is, does Christ consciousness relate to Jesus Christ? And the answer I can give you is yes and no, okay? So here's the thing. The ascended master, Jesus Christ, I refer to him as an ascended master, one of several ascended masters. He is one of the most recent ascended masters in modern history. And as you know, Christianity happens to be one of the most popular religions out there. And so because of this, I feel that this term Christ consciousness is called such due to the attention to Jesus Christ. Now, Jesus Christ was still very important. He is very important because he is an ascended master who has literally changed how we are evolving today on planet Earth. And how does he do that, okay? The reason why I say that yes and no, it's associated with Jesus Christ is because yes, he is a big facilitator to this form of consciousness, but no, because this consciousness can be really translated to other names. It doesn't have to be Christ consciousness. The other way I like to refer to it is love consciousness, because Christ did all things through love. He did all things through the heart center. And we can talk more about the ascended master, Jesus Christ, in another video. But so if we were in a different time of human history, say maybe 3,000 years from now, we could give this title of Christ consciousness another name, okay? Maybe relating to a different ascended master, or even just relating to love again. And if we go back even further in history, say we go back 3,000 years, 4,000 years, it might also go by another name. So that's important to realize. But now, because of the era we are in, with Ascended Master Jesus Christ being a very popular figure, and rightly so, we refer to it as Christ consciousness, okay? And you'll see it referred to as such. Again, realize Christ consciousness equals love consciousness. This is a heart-centered impulse, okay? It is an energetic impulse that literally streams from our sun into our bodies. So it affects everybody on planet Earth. Now, as you know, we do have free will. And so if somebody does not want to align to Christ consciousness, they do not want to align to a love-centered form of consciousness and being, they do not have to. And that's something to note. Truly, as we ascend and as we go to higher dimensional forms of being, most beings associate with the Christ consciousness or the love-centered, heart-centered consciousness. But we have to remember that because we are in the third dimension, because we are in a very binary society, there are always two forces at play. There is Christ consciousness, this impulse. There is Luciferian impulse, okay? And these impulses are literally energetic impulses that try to kind of form the human collective's consciousness, okay? And we can talk more about what I mean by that later, but just when there are light forces at play, there are also dark, especially when we get to these lower dimensions, okay? And remember, lower dimensions doesn't mean lesser dimensions, but it means more binary, more yes, no, more black, white, very binary. Now, it's also important to realize about what I mean by heart-centered consciousness too, love-centered, heart-centered. It means that we are literally embodying what love is, okay? And this is something I talk to about, with my clients. A great affirmation to really align yourself to Christ consciousness is to say the affirmation, I am love, love is me. I am love, love is me. I think when we talk about forgiveness, when we talk about love, a lot of us tend to think of external means, as in we are meant to love another. We are meant to do something externally to show our love. And while that's a beautiful way of showing love, love is an internal force. And so embodying Christ consciousness, love consciousness, is something that does not have to require other people. It can and does, but it doesn't have to. You can literally hold the space for love within your etheric body, and in doing so, you create a domino effect for all of humankind. Okay? Whether you know it or not. You can literally take this love, this energy. This is something I also talked about on this channel, is you can have the energy of love, which in your mind could be golden white light per se. You can imagine, which you're not really imagining, you can visualize. That's the best way to put it. But you see it in your third eye. You can visualize this love and light going to other people who may need it. People that are maybe trapped in a kind of dark energy. And that's okay, right? I don't want you to think that you can change other people, but you are allowing that love to come to them. And it's up to them if they accept it. They can feel the love. Energetically, they can feel the love. And if you do that, you are truly changing the world, okay? And one thing that I had another YouTuber mention that I want to mention to you guys is she talked about how when she's on the side, when she's driving down the road and she sees how you might see a cross because somebody has unfortunately gotten a car accident and died there. She knows that when, souls die in a very kind of quick or maybe violent way, they might need that love. And so a Christ consciousness, centered thing to do, or love consciousness thing to do, would be to send the light to them. And you can do that. You can close your eyes. Don't even have to close your eyes. I'm visualizing that love being sent to that soul, to that memory, to that time. You guys can all do this at all times. And the thing is I think as humans, we do hate. I'm not going to pretend that people don't hate, right? But we shouldn't, right? We shouldn't hate, because the reality is that love is the key. Love is the key for everything. And so even the most darkest of individuals, it benefits them to send this love to them. And that's not an external thing. That is not saying, take my love. That is not saying, I love you. That is not buying them a gift. That is holding the space of love in your heart for all. I am love. Love is me. And that is what Christ consciousness is about. I would love to talk more about the Ascended Master Jesus Christ and what he facilitated, but very briefly, his short life and his sacrifice at the time created this perpetual cycle of reminding humanity what doing things through love is. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys today. I hope it made sense. It is kind of a complex topic, but remember, the Christ consciousness is a Christ impulse. It is an energetic impulse from our sun. And there also is a darker impulse, might be called Luciferian impulse by some. These impulses are at play. We are in a very binary dimension, but always, if you can, if you want to truly feel the universal language, I invite you to accept love into your heart. All right? So that is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.